Now to a report from the ABC 15 investigators. Keeping your kids safer in the dentist chair. That's the idea behind rule changes the state dental board is considering.
And this comes nearly 6 years after the death of a Yuma toddler and after lawmakers gave the board a deadline to act. ABC 15 investigator Ann Ryman has more on the changes that could be coming.
He would give the most amazing hugs.
Veronica and Joseph Gaschulem remember their 2-year-old son Zion in a 2019 interview with ABC 15.
He would just squeeze you, and you would squeeze him, and he was done. He'd be like, done.
Just over a year earlier, they had taken Zion to a Cool Smiles office in Yuma to treat multiple severe cavities.
911, what is your severe emergency?
According to an Arizona Dental Board investigation, 2-year-old Zion received anesthesia and became unresponsive during recovery. He was rushed to the ER and died 4 days later. The Dental Board, which licenses and regulates dentists, found 5 deviations from the standard of care on the part of the dental anesthesiologist. Both he and Zion's dentist were allowed to keep their licenses, but had to take continuing education. Lawyer Scott Eldridge represented Zion's family and has been involved in other dental malpractice cases. While he can't speak specifically about any case, in general, he says the hospital is the best setting for a child to receive anesthesia.
I wouldn't have a child of mine have anesthesia done in the office.
Dr. Helen Lee is a pediatric anesthesiologist in Chicago. She's researched dental deaths based on media reports and found kids ages 2 through 5 are at the most risk.
Children are not small adults. They are anatomically different and physiologically different than adults. They don't tolerate hypoxia, low oxygen levels, as well as an adult will. They don't have the reserves.
Dentists extracting the wrong teeth.
The ABC 15 investigators have reported for nearly a decade on dental dangers, botched procedures resulting in serious injuries or death, and the lack of transparency when state regulators discipline those dentists. The Arizona Dental Board telling ABC 15 since 2013, 2 Arizona children have died, and 4 other children were taken to the ER but survived. There's no national statistics that we can compare with Arizona's data.
That's the problem, is that we don't have any rates. We don't know how many people have an adverse event compared to the total number of people who are sedated.
The Arizona Dental Board put together a committee to recommend changes in anesthesia safety. That committee started meeting in January 2020, but 3 years later, no new safety rules. That frustrated some Arizona lawmakers.
No one should die in a dental office, period.
Arizona State Senator Janae Shamp, also an operating room nurse, sponsored Senate Bill 1602 this spring.
That's why I'm here with this bill. I want to make sure that anesthesia in dental offices is safe. I want to make sure that the qualified professionals who provide the anesthesia, high-intensity hospital situations, dental offices, should be no difference.
The governor signed the bill into law, which requires a dental board committee to take action on the rules by September 1st. That committee making a full recommendation to the board this week. The dental board, in a statement to ABC 15, said there are layers the board has to go through in order to amend its rules, and the process was slowed by the COVID-19 shutdown. Among the proposed changes, dentists who already have a permit in anesthesiology would have to apply and get an endorsement to give anesthesia or sedation to anyone under age 8, be evaluated every 2 years upon renewal, and have to administer anesthesia to at least 20 pediatric patients within those 2 years. Eldridge said the proposed rules don't go far enough because there's nothing that would automatically suspend a dentist's anesthesia permit while investigating a patient's death.
It's absolutely appropriate to have an interim suspension. Absolutely appropriate because the outcome is so tragic.
Cool Smiles and the dentists involved in Zion's care did not respond to requests for comment from ABC 15.
At today's meeting, the dental board was expected to vote on the proposed rules, but that vote was delayed to give members more time to review the changes. The board plans to have a special meeting in the next 60 days. I'm investigator Ann Ryman, ABC 15, Arizona.